I met Mr. Job Ikan on 1st of October 2019. I met him in Lugbe when I was working, and we exchanged numbers and we started dating. I was kind of not feeling fine, and he asked me to come back to Abuja before then, and he locked me in his house for 2 weeks. And when I went back to school, when it was time for vacation, because of the strike, they gave us a 2 weeks warning strike. I had to come back. I wanted to surprise my parents, so I didn't tell them I was coming. So I called them and told them that I want to do a surprise for my family. I'll just bomb into the house and surprise them. And he agreed. And when I stopped at the park in Maraba, I asked him to come and pick me. And together we were coming back home. And he said that he's not with his car. Let's go to his house, and then, because the loads I was carrying were much, let's go to his house so that he will carry his car and drop me at home. On reaching his house, I called my mom to inform her that I was already in Abuja, and he started crying and saying I want to kill him. And then because of that, he pushed me inside his house and locked the door and said I was not going anywhere because he wants me to spend the night with him and satisfy him first of all. And then he seized my phone. He switched off my phone, switched off his own phone, locked the door and hid the key, and said that he must sleep with me that day and I must not go home that day. So as I was that's when he stabbed me with a bottle, and he threatened to stab me with a knife. That's when and he whipped me severally with his belt. During that whole period when he was shouting and beating me, I managed to open the door and ran toward the gate. But he dragged me back actually. But he noticed that I was becoming very, very tough, unlike before where I would just be quiet. So because of that, he agreed, and I came back home. I didn't want to tell. I was actually bleeding seriously from my leg, but I just hid it from my parents. So the next day, because of something my mom heard, she asked me if it was true I involved in such acts with him, and that was when I opened up to my parents that this is what I've been going through. And since then, he has been threatening to kill me. Immediately, my parents were very, very mad at him. And because of that, the next day, which was Saturday, he came with his mom and was begging. So that was the day my dad forced that he must break the covenant he had with me, because he was complaining of me sleeping around in Gombe when I get there, that he paid my fees, so I have to give him 100% assurance. And because of that, I have to involve in a covenant with him, which I did ignorantly. The day I was to go to school, he bought a razor actually and said, okay, that now no man will do this that he's about to do for me, to send me to school. So because he's going to do that, I must give him assurance, and we must involve in a blood covenant, which I agreed to, and we did it.